My name is Erin Main. I am 29 years old. I was diagnosed about a year and a half ago with stage 4 breast cancer when I was 27. The tumor in my breast was slightly estrogen positive. And then I had a metastatic site on my liver, which was triple negative. So I was lucky to get both types of treatments. I gave birth to my son in May, and I felt like I had a clogged duct for just a while and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it out using all of the other methods I had tried. So I finally went to my doctor and just asked for help with it. Like I didn't want it to turn into an infection or anything. Um, and the nurse practitioner I had saw that day knew my family history. She didn't feel like it felt like a clogged duct. So she sent me on like for further testing for an ultrasound. Um, and then that led to a biopsy and that led to the diagnosis. I had an appointment to be tested for like the BRCA genes before my diagnosis, because my dad and both my sisters had tested positive earlier in the year, but it was canceled due to COVID and they like weren't opening up the hospitals to do those appointments. So then after my diagnosis with my like knowing my dad and my sisters both had that BRCA1 mutation, they were able to get me in for an appointment. We were able to get in and get that information, which kind of just led to more insightful information with my treatment plan. And then I had a second opinion done about halfway through treatment, which they found the PDL1 marker. And so that led me to have more treatments. Like right now, I'm on a medication that kind of targets that PDL1 inhibitor. The genetic counselor I met with was very in depth about it. My first appointment, I had I mean, it took probably an hour to sit down and go through the family history, go through what it meant to have that testing. I feel like my healthcare team, like my oncology team, a lot of that was that stuff they do behind closed doors. I would read it in like the notes from that the doctor sends you afterwards or puts on my chart online. Um, to kind of explain like, oh, that's why they put me on that medication, where they didn't necessarily tell me it was due to that biomarker testing when I was in person with them.